Shalom, call halayim la Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Much peace and blessings to all you sons of Akim out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. This is your brother Ashram, the great millstone, Miami Count, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. In this lesson, I want to speak on something I've been meditating in my spirit, something that I'm pretty sure the majority of you brothers are aware of, okay? But just want to speak on it, bring out a few scriptures, because I believe it's very timely, okay? With everything that's going on right now, wars, rumors of wars, pestilences, earthquakes, sedition of men, and many other things that's taking place on the earth, as we can clearly see the infrastructure of the new system is being laid out right in front of us, and that reset could happen any day now, okay? Which brothers in the know, you should know what I'm talking about, okay? But with all that said, and you know, adding all these different things together and spiritually extrapolating, the Lord is getting ready to pour out the Spirit even more, okay? Things are going to start getting a whole lot more spiritual, okay? Which over the years, which I haven't been in the truth that long, okay, just a few years, but in my short time, I've seen the Spirit, I've experienced the Spirit of the Lord increase as a whole, okay? I'm a witness of that, from the apostles and elders on down to the men that I know personally, okay? Including myself through the Spirit. And I say that humbly, all right? As wisdom and knowledge and understanding is increased on the earth, as His Spirit is poured on the earth, it's no coincidence that this year, which I just thought of that, this year is, you know, has been deemed through the Spirit the year of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai turning up. So it all makes sense, man. Things are going to start, you know, expect to see more signs, expect for more spiritual miracles to take place within the earth for everyone to see, you know, even the non-believers, but especially for those of us that have this faith. Prepare for your faith to be increased, because that's what's getting ready to happen as we get closer and closer to the hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble. The Lord wants our faith on a level to where we pass those tests, because that's all it is. The time that's coming, the time of trouble, is nothing more but a test. It's a trial of your faith, okay? So, you know, spiritually extrapolating, spiritual deductive reasoning, things has got to happen right now to, you know, for the Lord to increase your faith. All right? So, you know, just something I wanted to speak on. Prepare for that. Expect that. Expect for things to get a whole lot more spiritual on both sides. On the left-hand side, of course, that's why we have, what's that, Revelation 12:12. The devil shall come down with great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time. But even on the right-hand side, which we know that devil is Esau, Edom, he's going to come down with more draconian measures. He's going to come down with way more psyops, distractions, and enchantments, okay, to throw off the inhabitants of the earth. And as the scriptures say, okay, if he could deceive the very elect, he would. So that just goes to show you how much enchantments that he's going to come down with, okay? But on the right hand side, prepare for the Spirit of the Lord to increase. Like we said, signs, miracles, okay? more wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Prepare to be able, to see things more clearly. Prepare for your spirit to increase things that may have been more difficult for you through the spirit. You're going to get stronger spiritually, okay? Certain temptations may not be able to work on you anymore. So, of course, the spiritual demon Satan going to have to come harder. But Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to pour out an even stronger spirit on the right-hand side. And I say that with faith. Okay? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. So the Lord said that everything in the end is better than the beginning. And that goes with anything, man. All right, anything, carnal thing you could think of on the earth, the end is better. All right, the end of a movie is always better than the beginning. Well, it should be a good movie, right? So how much more the Lord's movie? Better is the end, which the beginning. What basically happened in the beginning? Adam fell, the earth went that was once beautiful and which was a paradise, became what it is today. Okay, over time, Adam's son, one of his sons murdered his other son. It was all type of chaos. Then you had Cain's lineage being demons in the earth. Ultimately, the point the Most High had to flood the whole earth, which was the first death, and start all over. And the same thing has happened all over again. This time you have Esau, Edom, which is Cain coming back, and he did the same damn thing. It's totally messed up the whole earth to the point where the Most High has to start all over again. Okay, but this time it's going to be the final reset, the real great reset. Okay, and it's like the brother Alot down here always say, it's only going to happen one time, and we want to be a part of it. You don't want to miss this thing. All right, it's only going to happen one time, and this is going to trump. It's going to trump the destruction of Noah, the times of Noah, and it's going to trump the times of Egypt. Like it says in Jeremiah 16, it shall no longer be said, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands where they have driven them. Roughly paraphrasing. So this is we getting ready to experience a great deliverance. Those different plagues and things that Most High sent on Egypt to mess up Egypt. Same thing is going to happen in America and through the four corners of the earth. The different miracles and signs that the Most High worked for the children of Israel, them having light while everywhere else in Egypt is total darkness. Things like that. Their cattle is all right. The death angel passing over their house. The same thing is getting ready to happen again, all over again. Okay, that's what the Lord said. Better is the end of a thing. It's going to be better this time, though. Okay, even from the time you first came into this truth, the Most High was showing you different things and building up your spirit. You felt like you never felt ever in your life. You were born again. You felt powerful, man. Like it says, you either that roll is gonna be sweet in your mouth, but then it comes bitter. But the Most High is gonna make this thing much more sweet if we endure, if we're really part of that elect. Okay. You get ready to be magnified through the Spirit. All right, being exalted in due time. That's what's getting ready to happen. We know the Lord has received His glory first and foremost. But if we be that elect, the Lord's going to glorify us. It says that in Romans 8th chapter. So the patient in spirit is better than the proud of spirit. You had a lot of people that came in this thing and thought it was a sprint. The Israelite 100-yard dash. Try to be the top Israelite, is the most wisest prophet in Israel, and you only been in the truth, 5 years. Okay? It don't work like that, man. You have to be patient in this thing. You have to learn to suffer. You have to learn to be grounded, rooted, and grow gracefully to the point where the Lord, will increase you when the time is right. This thing is a marathon, like we say all the time, not a sprint. It's a race of endurance. And why do guys end up, gassing out? Because they're proud. Running out of gas. They're proud. They try to be better than the apostles and elders. Try to reinvent the wheel. And ultimately what? They run out of gas. Proud in the spirit. But if you could have been patient in spirit and waited, and you're better than them. Okay? So for those of us that have been patient, we're getting ready to reap the benefits of that. Okay? First and foremost, being increased, your faith, your wisdom, knowledge, understanding being increased. More spiritual doors, righteous spiritual doors being open in your life. And other things being closed. You moving on. Okay, becoming that better and great Israelite man that you know you can be through the Spirit. Okay, talking to myself first. So let's keep going. I ain't have much, but this is the book of James chapter 4 and verse 6. But he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, the Most High resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. Right? We just said the Most High resist the proud. So it's better to be patient than to be proud. Right? He give grace to the humble. As the scriptures say, was that in the book of Sirach, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and then thou shalt find favor from the Lord, roughly paraphrasing. So the more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the more you grow, the more you gain spiritual gifts, the more faith you get, you're supposed to be becoming more humble, not more proud. Okay? And that's the pathway to perfection. Alright. Verse 7. Submit yourselves therefore to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Alright, so submitting yourself to the Most High, that's a process. It don't take 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. It's an everyday thing. Submission, man. Letting go. Letting the Lord take over. Letting the Spirit take over. Submit yourself to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee. Like we said, the devil's coming down with great wrath, right? That goes for Esau, Edom, and the spiritual demons that's manipulating him. That's engulfing him right now. All right, you resist him, and they will flee. Verse 8, and this is the point, key point. Draw nigh to the Most High, and he will draw nigh to you. How do you draw nigh to Yahweh Shema Shah? Putting off this world, putting off the flesh, putting the Lord first, studying, okay, reading, watching the videos, taking notes, fasting, praying, chopping it up with brothers, sacrificing, whether it be to, link up with Akim and help, push the spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Shah doing the work. And how he's going to draw nigh unto you? By pouring out more blessings, by becoming closer to you, closer to us in spirit. You read the scriptures and you think about how our ancient forefathers like Moses and King David, Samson, and the different righteous judges and prophets, Elijah, Elisha, were able to perform all these different miracles. It was through the Spirit of the Lord. And the Lord was close to them in spirit. We should all feel, it was a brother told me the other day, said, you know what, brother, I ain't trying to be proud, but I feel very close to Yahweh Shai. I said, that's good, bro. You should feel that way, and we all should feel that way. You know, that's what it means for the Lord to draw nigh unto you. You pray and you know he's listening. You know he's going to give you those things you pray for if they're in the spirit and according to his will. You just know it. That's the Lord drawing nigh unto you. And we need that more than ever, especially in the times we're going into. All right? Draw nigh to the Most High, and he will draw nigh to you, which is getting ready to happen on a high level, man. Start with our apostles and elders and men on down. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. So we're still in this grace period to get ourselves together, get ourselves right. Continue to putting off the old man, dropping all, manner of pettiness and things that don't have nothing to do with edification. Showing more charity, which covers a multitude of sins. All right, we in the last stretch, the final stretch. It's time for us to go harder, man. It's time for us to turn up through the spirit, talking to myself first. On all levels, man. Okay. Which we all know this one. But when I close out with this. This is the book of Acts chapter 2 and verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Most High, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Okay, and this is happening now more than ever, because we are in the last days of the last days. Yes, the last days started when Yahushua came on the scene and did what he had to do. That was the beginning of the last days. But we literally in the last seconds of the last day. Okay, so and what we reading and during this time in the book of Acts, you had the apostles, man, performing miracles and different signs, speaking different languages, and healing the sick, raising the dead, doing all manner of performing all manner of miracles through the Spirit. All right. But how much more today? That's my whole point. How much more today? You have men right now and women, okay? Old men, young men having visions, having dreams of the Lord return, having visions and dreams of Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose, people getting the charagma. And when the Lord sends you a vision, man, any brother that's ever had like a real spiritual dream, you know it's from the Lord. You know? But anyways, verse 18, and on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. So you're going to either have women that the Most High can, use to tell a dream that the Lord gave them and have it broken down by the man of the Lord, by a prophet. Verse 19, and I will show, and I'm going to say this too, even heathens. The Most High can use a heathen. The Most High can tap into it. So, just, because you got a lot of women out there that are proud. That say they're prophetess and this and that. Especially in Israel. Because they may have a dream or whatnot. That don't mean nothing. The Most High can give a heathen. The Most High can show a heathen the Lord coming back in a dream or a vision. A powerful vision, powerful testimony. You can read about that in Numbers, the 23rd chapter. With what's his name? What's his Bailon. Right, with Bailon, man, you can read about him. How he's seen the Lord coming back and destroying the heathen and kicking ass and taking names, which is going to happen. Okay. But he was a heathen. And he was a warlock at that. So just because the Lord sends you a dream or a vision, that don't mean that you you on the level of a prophet or level on the man of the Lord. All right. But anyways, verse 19, and I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. We've been having what? Blood moons, eclipses, and a whole lot of chariot sightings, a whole lot of UFO sightings. All different, things has been happening in the earth. Different, even certain cosmic events. That Esau, you just had what was that, a few days ago on the 2/22/22, you had a so-called Pluto lining up with America, which say only the last time, or lining up with Earth, Salaki, they said the last time that happened, Rome fell. And I think it was on the same day or something like that. Okay. But we don't get deep in that, but the Lord said he was going to have these different signs in the heavens and the earth. So even heathens can see that. Even people that's not in the know look at these things and they know that that's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Turn it up. In the spirit, that's what's happening, man. Verse 20, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and notable day of the Lord come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. All right. And before you are able to be saved, first you got to be sealed. Okay. First you got to hear the word. Before you can hear the word, a prophet man of the Lord got to be sent to you. All right. Then the Most High got to open up your spirit to receive the word. Then you got to hear the names first. Somebody got to tell you the names, which is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, the name of the Father through the name of the Son. Okay. And on top of all that, you got to be an Israelite, because verse 22 says, ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahweh Shai of Nazareth, a man approved of the Most High among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which the Most High did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know. So Yahweh Shai was approved. He was made approved of the Most High. Okay, the Most High showed that he was dealing with that man on an extremely high level, just off of the things that he was doing, which he said over and over that it's not me, it's the Most High in me that's able to do these, I'm able to do these things. That's why he said, believe for the very work's sake. And he also said that ye which believe on me, these works and greater works shall ye do, because I go to my Father. So the things that Yahweh Shai did are getting ready to happen on the earth all over again, but on a higher level. And that's incredible. That's hard to believe, but it's what the Lord said. We know he's not a liar, man. So we should expect these things. Expect for the spirit to increase. Expect for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding increase. Expect to the spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind to increase. Miracles, signs. All right. That feeling, just the feeling of being in the spirit, is going to increase. All right, for you brothers out there that's of the hopeful elect, and for your households, all the hopeful elect out there, man. The women, that's believing, doing what you got to do. The children, the whole house, man. The Most High is coming back to save families too. All right. So that's just something, that I wanted to speak on through the spirit. It's something I feel is evident in the earth. Spiritually reasoning, spiritually extrapolating, a great increase is coming. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Hakodash. Until next one, Shalom.